Okay, now let's talk about bandaging. So we would take the stockinette and we would put it over his legs so that we're leaving some above over his knee and some below his foot, because we will fold that back over in a little bit. We start with the padding. So I like to have the roll on top and I like to roll towards the big toe. So again, with the doll, it's not going to be as easy as we saw in person, but luckily we saw it, so hopefully this will just be a reminder. So you're going to just wrap from the bottom of the toes. So if we look on the side without the padding, you would just start right here at the base of the toes. And so we would do kind of from the base of the toes, you just go all the way up towards the top. And we don't want any big wrinkles in here, which is hard on a doll, but we would just wrap all the way up, overlapping 50% till we got above the knee. And again, we go above the knee because we can fold it back down. Then you're gonna go back down towards the foot. And then right at that ankle crease here where he has that big change in volume is when you're gonna do that accordion padding. So just that back and forth like this. Rip this for example's sake. And then you can fold that pad up and down to really just fit in that crease area, and then tape it so that it stays in that crease area. Then what we would do is expose the toes. So we would fold this part back, which is easier on him than a doll. So we have those toes exposed, and then with our Coban, this is when we do 2 layers right around the base of the toes. So just 2 circles around. So 1, 2, and then once we get back to that starting point after 2 circles around is when we do the 50% stretch, 50% overlap to 1 finger's width below the knee. And you can move that padding to make sure it stays in that ankle crease of his. All right, so 50% pull, 50% overlap to just a little bit below his knee. So that would be about here. And then we would rip it, squish it all together so the heat makes it adhere to itself. Then we would roll the top back down to expose about 1 finger's width below his knee.